Hello everybody, I'm back. Sorry about that earlier. I just thought I'm going to do this live video standing up. And I just wanted to say hello to people and see how people are getting on. Excuse me a sec because I'm having trouble reading. Going to need to put my proper distance glasses on. Maybe I can read for them. Emily! Hey Dad. Right, so my last video before I did the one last night, I tried to tell ghost stories, but obviously it didn't go well. Didn't go down well. So last night I just done what I normally do. But you know me, I try everything different if I can and see what I can do differently. So tonight, I don't know. I've not made any plans to do anything. The only plan I've made is just to come on here. Excuse me a minute while I just go and get my tray. Hello, I'm back. Yeah, I went out today actually. I went up for a trip up to Southend. Needed to get some bits, so I went Southend on the bus. Not too bad. Nice little trip. Excuse me a minute. What we got here? Rita! Hello Rita! Hi George, hope you and Kelly are doing okay. Yeah, we're doing fine. I've got new stretchers in my ears. Oh Emily, I thought you said you weren't stretching them any bigger. Terrible you are. Well, as I was saying, yeah, I went up to Southend and I needed to get some bits and did that. So and I came back and got a few more bits and bumped into a friend of mine and he gave me a lift home. And I got back here and then sorted out the bits that I got and yes, just been doing some bits here and there. I just bring this camera down a little bit. Right, so I decided to sit down. And standing up all the time is not good. Right, we got hi George, hi everyone. Hope you're all doing well. I ain't. Nah, she's probably got earache. Probably got earache anyway. Hi everyone. George, I would be interested to hear your life stories. My life stories. Well, my life story is like basically is just normal, I suppose, like everybody else's. You have your ups and downs. And what's name? Or are you on about like stories that I was telling, like ghost stories and true stories and whatnot? What sort of stories are you on about? My life story. I just read what you wrote properly. You would want to hear about my life story. Hmm. Be honest, my life story would probably bore you. Hi Sue, welcome to my live. Diane, welcome to my live. Oh no. I'm sorry there, Ria, but that's one thing I won't be doing. I won't be giving you my complete life story, or anybody. And my personal life story. Don't work like that. Sorry. But no, that's what I don't do. I wouldn't be doing that, not over YouTube. Sorry, but I don't do that over YouTube. Oh yeah, of course I can tell you him, obviously. And ain't in my daughter. You're on about fun stories. Well, I suppose I could do on certain fun stories. I mean, let's go back to, as far as I can remember. I can remember, like, basically, yeah, it's a fun story, I remember. When I was young, very young, and I was sort of very investigative, and I like to see how things work. So, and I was very daring, when I was younger. We lived in a big house, a very big house, and I climbed out of the window when I was young, and I got up onto the apex of the roof. It was like an apex, and outside my window, and you had like an apex bit. I climbed out the window and got up onto that. The only problem I had was I couldn't get back down. So my dad had to climb out the window and then get hold of me and then bring me back down, climb back down through the window and bring me back in. And I never did that again, no. It's quite scary up there. Uh, there was some other times, we had a very long garage, and it was so long. Could take about, I don't know, 5 or 6 cars, maybe. Maybe about 5. 6 might be exaggerating. And it could take about 5 cars in a row. It's sort of like the garage that we had was sort of like, wasn't like your normal garage, it was like a workshop garage. And then, because it had a dip, the old fashioned dip, now they've got the, what do they call them? The lifts that lift the car up so that they can work underneath. Well, our garage, down the first lot of far end, and that had a dip where you go down and under and you work underneath. And it's sort of, our garage sort of went along, then it dropped, then it went along again. And the bit where it dropped and it went along again, you'd go down the side of the garage, the outside, and down the steps, and then you had another area, which I would assume was the office to the garage. But it was all part of the big house that we were living in. Bridget, did I see Bridget? Where's Bridget then? I said hi, you Bridget. Where's Bridget? Excuse me. There's Bridget. Sorry, hello Bridget. Didn't see you there. Hold on a minute. Before I carry on with that story, I'm gonna go through everybody. Right, we start from the beginning. Hello Emily. Hello Rita. Hello Emily Farmer. Hello Rita Wilson. Emily Farmer. Hello Kelly Phillips. Emily Farmer. Bridget Musson. Kelly. Oh no, sorry, yeah. Rita. Emily. Hello Sue Pryor. Diane Walker. Oh, Rita, Emily, Sue, Emily. It's good. Yes. Hi all. Oh, Jess. Hello, Jess Brown. That's it, I think. Hold on a minute. Yeah, Jess. Hi, Kim. Kim? I don't remember seeing Kim. Kim, where's Kim? I'm missing people here. Hi, Kim. Oh, Kim Smith. Sorry, Kim. I didn't see you there. Yeah, hello, Kim. Right, say hello to everybody. Good. Hang on. Lovely, bet your work going on. Hi George. Hi everyone. Hi Kim. Hi Kim. Hi. Right, as I was saying, yeah, it was a lot. We had a long garage, and you can get onto the roof from the end because you have to go down some steps to get to the office part of the garage, the workshop, basically. And I used to take my bike on the garage roof, and I used to ride my bike around the garage roof when I was young. And at the near the front of the garage, there was a big tree, and there with branches coming out. I used to ride my bike right along the roof, straight off the end of the garage, and then catch onto the branch of the tree, and the bike would drop. And I used to, the things I used to do when I was younger. We used to have a greenhouse that used to turn around, and we used to love sitting in that while like one of my brothers on there or my dad would turn it around while we were inside. And the fun and games we had. We had about 5 acres, maybe a bit bigger than that actually. Might have been about 7 acres, or maybe more. But it was quite a big ground that we had. Now, well, I say now, they pulled that place down, and they're back in the 70s, and they were going to build like what they called the triangle shops on that area, but instead they built like an estate on the area, like with about, I don't know, 30, 40 houses on just that area where our house was. And that's how big the house was. They did about 30 or 40 houses with gardens. I have been, over the years, I've been trying to look for a picture of that house. I've looked in the archives. I know a picture exists because I see it once on a photo gallery thing, and they're down at the council offices, and they're before they built all the new ones. But when I tried to find that picture, couldn't find it. Couldn't find it anywhere. I've even looked online on the archives. All I could find is it was the house was called Tudor Cottage, and it was built in 1923, and it was demolished in the 1970s. And we know it was definitely demolished after 1974. And because we've moved out from there, or we were asked to move out from there, well, my parents were anyway, and because they were going to build the triangle shops on there. But they ended up building the triangle shops down the road a bit, and like I said, they put an estate there area, and with roads that you can drive into and round to get to the houses. And they've done about 30 or 40 houses just on our estate alone. So, yeah, that's an interesting bit of history from me. Oh, we had, by the way, we had fruit trees in that garden. We had apple trees, we had pear trees, we had cherry trees. What else did we have? Oh, we had blackberry bushes there. Yeah, and like I said, it was a really big house. And I'm not very tall myself, and like basically at the end of the day, from what I remember of the house, you needed two big double doors. And then, when you get like a living room door, well, you needed two big double doors just to get into the living room. The living room was like a dance hall. That's the size of it. And if you're looking like a fair sized dance hall, and I would say what it was about 60 feet wide to about 60 feet long. It was like a square type shape, sort of thing. And we had a kitchen was nothing like the kitchens you see nowadays. It was sort of a long kitchen. It was about, I would say, from the kitchen door, from the living room, and then to go to the kitchen, into the kitchen, it must have been an easy 60 foot, maybe longer. It was an easy 60 foot long, and it was about, I don't know, it was about 6 or 7 foot wide, and so it was sort of thin but long, and it was like walking down an hallway, and that hallway like was our kitchen. It was a 3-bedroom place, and it really sort of like, because there were 6 of us, 4 boys, 2 girls, and the boys' room was, I would say, I won't say almost as big as the living room. It was about the same size as the living room, and then you had the other rooms which weren't so big, and they were big, but not as big as our boys' bedrooms. And the hallway from the front room, the hallway from the front door was about as big. I don't know. It's hard to explain. You go through the front door, and you just got massive area, and then you had the living room. As you go through the front door, you had the living room to your right, but over in the corner with the big double doors to go into it. But as you go through the front door to your right, and you walk a little bit, I would say it's about, I don't know, about 10 foot. Yeah, give or take 10 foot. And then you've got the stairs that go upstairs. And then you walk a little bit further, and you've got a wall. And then over in the corner to your left, as you're facing the wall, you had the 2 big double doors. Imagine putting a fair size, like what most people would call a big living room nowadays, like a big living room. Then, like, imagine that twice. And that was just our hallway to go to the living room and the stairs. Oh, and you had a couple of other rooms, like, in there, like a storeroom and the downstairs toilet and whatnot. But that was all in that front door area, basically. Yeah, so basically brought up in a big place, and then as we moved out into smaller places, smaller living rooms, smaller bedrooms. And yeah, we just won't get a big place like that again. Anyway, I'm missing Kim. It is George. I bet you love your childhood there. I did. Honestly, I did. This is one of the reasons why I've been looking for a picture of that place. Because I can detail it from memory. And but I couldn't draw it. Because it's awkward to draw. Because it was such a huge place. But yeah, we done a string swing. We had climbing frames there. We used to climb the trees there. We had the big garage where we can like get up onto the roof and play about on the roof there. Trust me, it was huge. I would say it was something like a mini mansion sort of thing. If you can call it a mini mansion. I mean, it was huge. It was big as a mansion place. It was a really massive, big place. And how my dad managed to decorate it, I don't know. Because you needed ladders. The roof to the place was about what? I would say 15, 20 foot high. And then, give or take, about 15, 20 foot high. And then to the roof. That was just the ceiling inside. And then to the main top of the peak, I would say it was probably about, I don't know, 60 foot high, give or take. About 60 foot. Maybe a bit less than that, maybe 50. And then, but it was like, it was a huge place. It was really big. When I used to explain that story to people, some people, they think, well, you're only short, so like, place is going to be big anyway. No, this place was big. It was massive. And it nothing to do with my height. It was just huge. No, we didn't have sort of things like that. We weren't posh. We weren't posh or nothing when I was younger. I mean, I didn't have loads of money. And mind you, I was only a kid. And no, but my dad did work hard. And back then, My dad used to be a right hard worker. Yeah, I did. I loved that. Oh, yeah. A lot of people would have loved it there, trust me. And it's a shame they pulled it down, though. I think it was a workplace, to be honest. Before we moved in there. Like I said, it was built in 1923. And they pulled it down in the 1970s. And it was still strong. And, well, it had to be with us kids, trust me. Yeah. And, yeah, I take after my dad. Because, like, my dad was always a mover. Always liked to work. Always liked to be on his feet. And doing things. And sorting things out. And whatnot. And then that's what I'm like. I like to get things done, sorted out. And I do try and get everything done in one day, but it's not that easy. And now I know how my dad felt. As you get older, it gets harder. Oh, it was. It was a beautiful place. Trust me, when we were kids, we used to love going up to the recreation ground. And I'd go through the trees at the bottom of my garden. And down the little hill through the trees. And I was in school. I was in the school playground. School was vertically connected on to the outside. You can't do that now, no, because like obviously they fenced it round. But back then you could. I could just go through the trees, and I'd be in the school. I'd be in school, and it's safe going out to the main road, down the road, and then down the other lane, and then just to get into the school. I used to come through the playground. Oh, it was. Trust me. Uh, we were like very investigative. And like I said, when I was younger, I was very investigative. I like basically, this is what I like now. I say I'm a jack of all trades, but a master of none. And because I dabble at anything. I love to go at it, like computers, electronics, cars, you name it, I probably had to go at it. Even other stuff, like I've done silly stuff as well. I mean, I've had a go at knitting. I've done knitting. I'm not brilliant, but I've had a go at it. I've done some crocheting and like many years ago, but like I weren't brilliant at that either, but like I had to go at it. But like I've had to go quite a lot of things over the years. Hello, Charlotte. Welcome to my live. Well, I've got 10 people on here, and I've only got 7 thumbs up. Who's not hitting that thumbs up? Come on, people. Oh, no, I've gone down one. I've got 9 people. Oh, yes, I can cook as well. And now I can cook a meal. Hi Charlotte, it's nice of you to join my live. And we haven't spoken for a while. But then, like, yeah, you did explain you were giving it a rest for a little bit. But anyway, welcome on my live. And, like, yeah. Mind you, I haven't been doing YouTube properly for a little while. And for a few weeks, actually, I've stopped doing YouTube. And because I think that I needed that break. I did a couple of lives on Facebook now. Yeah. Well, someone's disappeared on me. I had 10 people, but like gone down to 9. So, that's the point. I thought I bought my drink in, but I obviously didn't. Give me a sec. I'll go and get my drink. Right. Oh, thumbs up. Miss you, George. Yeah, I've missed you too, Charlotte. Isn't it? That's why I'm glad you come on my lives. Just what the doctor ordered. Dr. Pepper. So, how has everybody been? Oh. All right then, Emily. Yep, that's no problem then. Is new on here? Nah, I haven't seen her on here, not tonight, as yet, but she was on yesterday's one. She popped on my yesterday's one, and for a little while. And yeah, because her boy's not well, is he? Was it when his boy's not well? Yeah, it is when his boy's not well. Mandy came on my Facebook live the other day, but she didn't come on. I don't think she's come on my YouTube. I haven't seen her on my YouTube. So I don't know. Oh, what sort of work do you do then, Kim? If you don't mind me asking. Because I think everybody knows what I do. Are you in retail? I did a bit of that actually. I did it in a pound shop over on the industrial estate. and it was only work experience. I did that for about 2 weeks. And for retail, I thought it was all part of shelf stacking or being on a till, things like that. Well, it was sort of shelf stacking and that, but like there's a lot of other things involved and all. So I've had some retail experience and that, but I'm not a professional. Alright, let's see now. What's everybody into? And or what work have they done? So is anybody going to let me know? Well, we know Kim's doing retail. We know Emily's into warehousing. You know, I'm into maintenance and cleaning, and I don't know, I've done various jobs. I've done warehouse work as well. And Charlotte does office. Yeah. Anybody else? Anybody else going to say what sort of work they're doing or they have done? And because I know some people there, obviously, they don't work now, but they have done. They work for what they get, and they've worked hard. I know that some people on here that have worked really hard. Yeah, but what sort of work did you do, Sue? What sort of work did you do? And like I said, I know some people have worked really hard, but they're retired now. They could be retired for 10 years, 20 years, but you obviously worked. Nursing. Now that's a good one, Jackie. They come around now and again, you know. See, even nursing's like basically you've got that experience, so you know if something's wrong health-wise with somebody, and you know roughly how to cure or how to roughly sort it out. Do you know what? I'm missing my phone. Just a minute. So I wonder where my phone was. Job experience was office work at a garage, then retail jobs. Now I did office work. Well, I say office work. I was doing. Oh, what you doing? When you're sorting out files, I was a file sorter. I was putting files into alphabetical order and keeping them all in the right places. That's office work, isn't it? Sort of. All right. Yeah, which is understandable, Jackie. And this is why I said, like, you know, it's not work that you can do now. It's work that you have done to build up and to your way of living now. I mean, like, basically, over the years, you'd worked for what you got. And yeah, and like, these things happen. You know, touch wood, and males so, but like, you know, but I hope you get better soon anyway. Say hi, George. Tracy's. Hello, hon. Welcome to my live feed. I thought I'd start doing a couple of like YouTubers. And I haven't done them for a while. Oh, Kim, you retracted a message. Why? Well, Ivan MDJ. You're so good. Oh, thank you, Ivan. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine, Kim. And because you're reading out one of my followers. And you're not saying names. And so don't worry about it. Anyway, apart from that, like, yeah, we were talking about work and people's previous work, what they've done over the years. Me, yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a general gist of some of the things that I've done over the years. Not professional work, and some of it's not work experience either. And some of it is just learn as I went along, basically in life. And I go from a young age. When I was young, I started repairing push bikes. I used to repair light chains, knew how to do the links, knew how to do the spindles, knew how to sort out the spokes, and I knew how to straighten the wheel frames, and which was hard, but like things I've done. The push bikes that I've repaired over the years, when I was younger. The amount of them, like, oh, I'll tell you, I've had some right funny push bikes. I've had some ones like with big wheels and a small wheel, and I've had like some with a big frame with 2 small wheels, but each bike that I made, or generally put together, they all worked. Brakes and that, I worked it out so that they can brake and they can change gears if they needed to, and that. But it was all experimental. Um, After that, I was learning about electronics, how electrics work. Like I said, when I was younger, I was very investigative. Um, I suppose I still am in some ways, and there over the years. And to me, it's trial and error. And there, I will try something. If it works, brilliant. If it doesn't, then I'll persevere until it does. And there, and if I can't do it, then there you go. Sometimes you have to give it up. It's a bad job, and just ain't got enough knowledge there to do it. But like I said, I've done electronics. I've done cars, and that. Obviously, I've changed wheels. I've taken engines out. I've changed batteries. I've changed lights on it. Uh, Changed steering wheels. Changed brakes. Changed exhausts. Changed gearboxes. And that. Not all on my own, obviously. And that, because some things you do need help with. But yeah, I've had some fair knowledge about how to repair certain cars. And electronics, yep, I've repaired over the years quite a few things. I used to be on the CB, Citizen Band Radio, years ago. I've repaired many amounts of rigs and that. Some, like, a bit out of my range, and like I haven't been able to do, but some I have been able to do. What else have I done? I've done cleaning. As work, sorry. What else have I done? I've done warehouse work, all forms of warehouse work. I've done where we've up to, what do they call it? Where we've up to place things onto a card, and then you put plastic over, seal them down, and then put them in a box, ready to be sent off. And you have to do so many within the hour or something like that. What else have I done? I've done sweeping a warehouse. And this made me laugh. I got a job sweeping a warehouse, and that was my job, to sweep up the rubbish. But that's not what I just done. And there. I've, because it was a delivery warehouse, and you get all the stuff delivered, and they're all in like big cages, and they have to be taken off the big cage, put on the conveyor belt, and then go down and then scanned, and then they get put down the end, and then they get put on the sections where the delivery drivers come and pick them up and then put them in the back of their vans. I've helped delivery drivers put their stuff in the back of their vans. I've helped them put them onto the conveyor belt. I've done scanning as they've gone past. This is all while like sweeping and you know, sweeping up the rubbish in the warehouse and all that, and just outside the warehouse, taking the rubbish to the compactor, put it all in the compactor. Yeah. I mean, the job I do now is supposed to be a little maintenance and it's all supposed to be outside work. It's a lot more than that, trust me. Yeah, and some of the jobs I'm just good at what I do, and I'm quicker than some people I know of what I do. But that's me, because, like I said earlier, I take after my dad. My dad was a hard worker, and he works hard. He was in the building trade. He used to be a hod carrier, bricklayer. Yeah, he used to be part of building houses. He had books where he'd do designs and that, and write-ups about them. I used to read his books all the time. And my dad, like I said, I take after my dad. He was, like me, or like what I say I am. He was like a jack of all trades, but a master of none. The only experience he had was building, and he had that. He's got that experience, or he had that experience. Sorry, my dad passed away in 2005, but and my dad basically was shorter than me. My dad was only 4'7", and he used to like be a right hard worker. So like basically, when you see a lot of these tall people and they're hard workers, and you'll find, and they think because people are short, they wouldn't work as hard as some of these younger people, and sometimes younger and taller people will like, because we're short, sometimes we work doubly hard, and in what we do. And that was what my dad was like. And it was always on the work, always moving, always doing things, always sorting things out, and always planning. Thank you, Ria. Yeah, I do. I don't know. I don't always talk a lot, trust me. Well, I don't know. Kel says I can talk for England. But I do more of the reading side of things. I normally read what's going on. And yeah. I mean, I don't normally talk about myself, a lot about myself. And I suppose one day I might, I don't know, when I retire or something, I might just sit down in front of the computer and just type out my life story. And now that would be an interesting book. But I get my what it was, I get my hard working from my dad. All my hard working stuff that I do, I get that from my dad. All my loving, caring, and tenderness, I get that from my mum. And that, yeah. So, crikey. Can you hear that? I don't know if that's thunder and that, or if that's some cars, you know, those cars doing their backfiring. Thank you. Yeah, but not all my life, not all my life story would be a bed of roses. I wish it was, but it's not. I mean, I've had some hard times, and I've had some bad times. I've had some good times, and but yeah, life carries on. Oh, I don't know. We've got 11 thumbs up and 7 people. Only 7 people on here. Where is everybody? No, that's true. Yeah, no one's perfect, but like, well, I'm not perfect. But I always give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And that's why I'm always kind to everybody. And no matter who they are or where they come from. I see it, if they talk to me, I'll talk to them. If they're nice to me, I'll be nice to them. And no matter where they come from. I can't see the point where you get some people are very offensive against other people. Wendy, everybody's been wondering where you've been. Even Charlotte come on earlier. I don't know if she's still on here, but she said, "Where are you?" And it's because I think I did my life a little bit earlier than I normally do. Sorry, Rita. I wasn't ignoring it. I did read what you put. True. The only way I can answer that one is like I said, everybody's life is not a bed of roses. Everybody would love it to be, but it's not. And everybody's got their ups and downs and problems and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, I used to speak to a lot of people years ago. I still do. And I still speak to them on and off now and again. And they'll tell me like all their problems I mean, recently, I met up with a person and they told me everything of their life and what went on, what's going on, what happened, and trust me, and that was a horror story. And like, um, I explained to them that I'm there for them. If they need me, if they need someone to talk to, I'll be there for them. Because like, that's how people should be, caring and like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't wish like some of the things that I've heard over the years from people that on anybody. Oh, you've been asleep if you went. Yeah, but this is basically what I do. See, how can I explain it? It is hard to explain, but when I was talking, so like I said, I was talking to a person recently, and just saying hello, being sociable as I always am, and yeah, they're going to trust me, and they told me everything went on, what happened, and whatnot in their life, and like basically, obviously, I can't say it over here, and because it's obviously confidential, but I took that all on, and I explained to them, ways around it, and I helped them out by talking back to them and explained a few details to them, and then like sort of basically sent them off feeling better about themselves, and I carry that burden for them, because at the end of the day, over the years, I'm like basically, how can I explain things? I'm an energy reader, a bit like what most people would call a clairvoyant or a psychic. Um, there's a few names for them, but I'm an energy reader, and like basically over the years, I sense things. Um, I've heard things, and I see things, and like third sight type thing, through the energies. Like I said, it is a bit hard to explain, and but yeah, that's what I do. And like I said, I've spoke to a lot of people, and I've helped a lot of people out over the years. I've took the burden on, and I've sent them off feeling a lot better, but with themselves. And yeah, and like so, yeah. And I'm still me, even though I take a lot of stuff on. Hi, Glennis. Glennie? Hey, it's Glennis, isn't it? Glennis? Spelled differently. Glennie? Glennie. Oh, excuse me. Just took a short breath there. I know that name from somewhere. Trying to place who it is. Never mind. Yeah, I'm good. And I'm trying to think where I know you from. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I know you from a group, don't I? Okay. Yeah, I'm all good. Yeah. I lost track of where I am now. Yeah, as I was saying, yeah, basically what it is, I'm an energy reader. A lot of some people obviously are very skeptic with energy readers and well, clairvoyants. Some people are very skeptic with them because like they don't believe the things they see. Because the reason for that, I think a lot of people are skeptic about them. It's because a lot of them don't. Well, I say a lot of them. There's a fair few that like don't tell them the truth, and some of them fake and make things up. Whereas me, I will tell them what I see, what I hear, and what comes to me, um, and I'll tell them straight at the beginning. If I do a reading for anybody, I will tell them. I can only tell them what I receive. So if I receive nothing at that particular time from them, then I will tell them. Sorry, I won't make anything up. I won't, say things just out of the blue. And I'll only tell them what I receive. And like basically, because that's how my energy reading works. I'm like, I'm I'm a strong believer in clairvoyancy, I suppose you can call it, or psychics, I suppose. I'm a strong believer that there are some genuine ones out there, and that are honest. And when I do my readings, just to let everybody know, I never charge for my readings. I've been offered money, don't get me wrong. I've been offered like untold money over the years for my readings, because like a lot of my readings have been so accurate, and it's because I can only tell them what I see. And like I said, if I don't see nothing, then I will tell them, sorry, but I'm not getting nothing. Well, yeah, that is a possibility. They could be scared of the unknown. That's why they're skeptic, and they're not sure. And I'm a firm believer in myself, like basically, I'm a firm believer that everybody, literally everybody, has the gift. They just don't know how to use it. And there are some that have say they've got the gift and they use it for the wrong things. And I mean, I see it as like the gift was given to me to help people. It wasn't given to me to, make a living. And like to con money out of people and things like that. Because like, this is why I say, whenever I do a reading for anybody, and I never charge, not a penny. Now, all my readings are free. But I don't, like I said, I don't do a lot of readings. Because it can be energy draining. It can be very draining. And when you're trying to concentrate and trying to receive that information that you need to tell that person. And it can drain you. Have you? Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, you probably got some bad ones because they're probably not proper, like, they're not using the gift properly. Like I said, I'm a strong believer. I believe that everybody has the gift. Everybody has it. And it is just knowing how to use that gift and what to do with it. I mean, sometimes, like, basically, I can be just walking along in the street, or if I'm going to the shops or something like that, and I can generally be walking along, then I'd hear someone talking to me, and I've turned around, I've looked around, and not seen no one. No one was near me. No one was around me, or close enough for me to hear them. Because as a fair few people know, I'm deaf. I wear hearing aids. And no, they don't pick up the radio station. I wish they would, but they don't. And they don't pick up any other frequencies for people talking as well either. And they're just made for me to hear. So anyway, apart from all that, how has everybody been? And you've had a bit of my life story tonight. And some of it, some good parts and, I don't know, some bad parts. Where I got stuck on the roof. Oh, by the way, at that time I got stuck on the roof, I was only 4 years old when I climbed out on that roof. And then I got stuck on the apex. I'll tell you, I'll tell you a recent experience, there, Rita. I went to a church recently. I don't know if you've heard about this one. I went to a church called Holy Cross Church. Now, I got told it was haunted with a red monk. Or apparently it's haunted anyway. And if you look online and look on Holy Cross Church in Essex, UK, and you can read up on it. It says about it being haunted. Well, anyway, I went to investigate this church because I've been making plans for months for a few people for us to go down there to the church, to the Holy Cross Church, one evening. And we're all there to do a bit of investigating ourselves to see if we can see any spiritual beings, or as most people call them, ghosts, or ghosts, basically. Okay, Glenys, no problem. Yeah, well, anyway, like I said, I went to a church called Holy Cross Church. This was during the day, because I wanted to do a bit of investigating myself. So I went there, I took photos of all the church and all the ground, and I took about 100 and odd photos in of the complete ground area and the church, all around the church, and I've done a live video. But I did the photos first, and then basically I stopped, I came outside of the church by the gate, and I was going to do a video, but instead I'd done a live video. But before I'd done a live video, I see this gentleman. I was talking to a gentleman by the door, by the front entrance to the church itself, and had a little chat with him, and asked him if he's come to visit a relative or whatnot. And he said no, he's just browsing. He was just browsing around. And then sorry, this was after I'd had my fag, by the way. I went out and had my fag, and after I took the photos. And I see the gentleman walk off, and he walked down towards where all the graveyards were. And about 2 minutes after I'd finished speaking to him, about roughly 2 minutes, I started doing my live feed. And I went up the path, and I went down towards the back to the side of the church, where all the graves are. Now, if you Google Earth Holy Cross Church in Essex, you'll find that there's a fence completely around it. There's a metal fence with big trees completely around it. Well, anyway, there's only 2 ways out of that church. That's the front entrance where the gate is. And behind the church, there's a little entrance, an exit in the corner. Now, the reason I mentioned this bloke, because I see him going down to the side, and then going down to where all the graves are. And like basically, as I was setting up my live feed. Now, after I've got my live feed going, I was live feeding and I was facing the camera where I was going and talking my live feed. And that bloke that was supposed to be browsing down inside the church was nowhere to be seen. He'd gone down now and he was nowhere to be seen. I couldn't see him anywhere. And he didn't go round the back to the back entrance exit because I see him walking down towards the side and I see him walking down towards the other graves. So there's no way within that 2 minutes he could have, gone round that graveyard within 2 minutes. I mean, like, my live feed was walking just down that middle was a good 5 minutes. And so, yeah, there's no way he could have gone. It was less than 2 minutes, actually. If I worked it out, it was less than 2 minutes. But yeah, it just disappeared. So that was the first thing that was a bit weird that happened to me. The second thing was, when I got back home, because I did 2 live feeds that day, because my camera went off on one live feed, and I did the second live feed, and I did the same again. I went down, looked around, and walked around the back of the church, and everything. And yeah. But the point is, the first one I done, if you look at the first live feed, it did upload. It's on my Facebook. And yeah, sorry. I did the second one, and I did the same thing. I walked around and browsed around again because I wasn't sure whether the first one had done it all. But the second thing that puzzled me was the photos. When I took all the photos, at the end of the photos, I took 2 pictures of myself with the church in the background. And when I looked at the pictures and of myself and the background, the pictures weren't of me. They were of my brother. Now, I don't look like my brother. I'll show you what I mean. Photos. Oh, no, I couldn't do it on photos. Because I was doing, I took the photos with a camera. But I uploaded them. I'm just going to show you roughly what I mean. That one. Right. Right. These, I don't know if you can see them. These are the pictures of the church that was taken. If I can just get them so you can see them. There you go. Oh, go back. Right. These are some of the pictures of the church. Oh, these right. Of my group. So I'm trying to do it and face the camera so you can see it. These are the pictures of the church and the ground that I was taking pictures of. As you can see, where I was at the church. I don't know if you know. There you go. That looks a bit clearer. But that wasn't what puzzled me. What puzzled me, let me go through these pictures. That wasn't what puzzled me. What puzzled me was the last two pictures. Oops. Last two pictures that I took of myself. There you go. Now, I haven't got another picture of my brother Doug, but look at my face and then look at this face. Can you see the difference? Now, that, even my two brothers, my two older brothers, that, this one, yeah, looks like my brother Doug. Now, my brother Doug passed away just over 10 years ago of cancer. This picture was taken this year, and when I went to the church. Sorry, if I get myself, sorry, I'm not dark. There you go, look, if I take my glasses off. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get you so you can see him and see me. There you go. See the difference? Don't look like me at all. See what I mean? George, nice to catch a live. Tina Salmon. Hello Tina, welcome to my live. Hi George, nice to catch a live. I have always been fascinated with churchyards, been to put flowers on my dad's grave today. Yeah, I know it's Father's Day tomorrow, isn't it? Oh, sorry, no. Has it gone 12? No, it hasn't yet. Tomorrow, sorry, yeah. And then, oh, well, that's really good. That's really nice to hear. And then, I've got to do that for mine. But mine's going to be a little bit late, but I am going to put some up there for him. But anyway, Rita, oh, you watched it? Yeah, that actually, I know, I've heard that. I've seen a few YouTube videos and spirits mucking about with it. Now that I can understand. They can muck about with electricals, or sometimes you can see a ghost. But what really puzzled me is that picture, that was me. But that is my brother Doug. My brother Douglas. And there, look, you can see they're like the same person. And the hairstyle is exactly like my brother Doug's hair used to be, because he used to grow his hair long. And that, and the hairstyle, the facial features, and that. I had my other two brothers round the other day, and when they looked at that photo, the first thing they said was, "Oh, that's Doug." And I went, "No, that's me." They went, "No, it ain't, that's Doug." And I went, "I'm telling you now, that's me." And that was done this year, and like, it was like they didn't believe me. And that was my own brothers. I'd love to get a picture of my brother Doug. And I have got some pictures. I'm sure I've got some pictures of him on here, on my computer. I'll have to put that one up, or them two up, and the other picture of my brother Doug up. The one I've got from the past. And then you'll see what I'm saying. And there. See, that was the other thing that shocked me. And there, that black bloke I bumped into and spoke to, he disappeared rather quick. And there, and the photos, when I brought them home and I uploaded them. And then, like, seeing my brother Doug, and that, after all these years, in me, and that was quite a shocker. It really shocked me. And that, because it made me sort of stand back. And there, when I see the photo, I thought, like, you know, what the, yeah, if you know what I mean. Yeah, yeah, it was like, how can I explain it? It was like, it'd come in from behind me, and just fitted into the face, sure. And because as you can see, I always have my hair back, and I always have a ponytail. Well, I will until next month. Then I'll have my hair short. And since I always cut my hair in July, I have it cut down to a number 2 all over, and then I let it grow until next July. Yeah, yeah, that's the same place that I took of myself. I mean, if you look at the video, when I turned around, I think I turned it around at one point and showed myself. And if you paused it, on me, then on the live video. I don't know whether I turned it round to myself and like I said, hello, yes, I'm here, or something like that. I said, I'm sure I said something. Or it might have been, I know where I was at the end, I put my hand and said, like, oh, this is the end of the graveyard and that there's no way out and apart from the exit at the back of the church and the front exit, the front of the church. And because I was puzzled where that bloke disappeared to so quick. And because I mean, if someone's browsing, that's what he told me he was doing. He was browsing around the church, and I see him walk down towards the church. You know, the big graveyard there where I was videoing. And as you see for yourself, if any of you've watched the videos, the live videos that I've done, and didn't see him anywhere. It was like he just disappeared. And so I don't know. But yeah, there was that, and I spoke to the bloke. That's what puzzled me as well. I actually spoke to him. He was a black bloke, and I spoke to him. He was as kind as anything. Spoke politely, and I just generally asked him, like, you know, if he was there to visit a relative, because I told him I was going to take pictures and do a video of the ground and that in the church. And he said no, he was just browsing. So, and that was it. Now, for someone that's just browsing, and it's not going to just walk out of the church. They're going to browse, aren't they? They're going to look around, and it's going to take more than what? More than 2 minutes to browse around that church. And I see him walking down towards the side, and there's a fence right round that side. So, right round the graveyard with the big trees. And in between those big trees, where the big trees are, you got bushes right round the outside. And there's a fence, a metal fence that goes right round that, where the trees are, where the big trees are. And like, so there's no way you can, well, I don't know, things can happen nowadays, don't it? I mean, like, we've seen magicians walk through brick walls and for some reason appear and then disappear. Right? So, I don't know, unless he was a magician and he did a magic trick on me, and as he walked down, he just disappeared. I don't know, but yeah, he vanished. I couldn't see him nowhere. The video is on Facebook. The live video, because it was 2 live videos I did at church, because my first one had stopped on me when I got to near the bottom of the pathway, and I thought I'd run out of data on my phone, but I didn't. And for some reason, my phone just stopped recording, and it's, you know, stopped doing the live. And then I rechecked my phone out. I went back up, and what would I do? Oh, yeah, I went back up. Did I go back up, or did I start the live from down the bottom again? I can't remember. I'm not sure whether I went back up because I thought my phone had run out of data, and I checked my data, and I still had plenty of data there. And so it was a glitch in the phone. And then, yeah, went back up, sorted it out, and then redone another one. Yeah, it's on Facebook. It's on my group, George's Live Video. Excuse me a sec, I just need to go to the toilet. Right. Let's see now. When not sure of correct wording, but they can change features to look like themselves. Yeah, that is a possibility. And but my brother's not buried there. My brother wasn't buried at that church. So why that church? Why that particular time? Episodes of my turn gave strange things had happened. I am a believer, George. It gives me peace of mind that my dad still is around. Oh yeah, your dad will always be around. No, like mine is. My dad's always around me. And I think that's where I get my energy from. My dad. And so he'll always be around. Right, the video is like, sorry Jim, I think I'm repeating myself here. The video is on Facebook. It's on George's Live Video group. Which is my group. I've had that group now for, I don't know, I've had it for a while. Ah, good on you, Charlotte. Yeah. Hope all goes well, hon. Yeah, you're more than welcome. It's an open group anyway. I left it open for what's name. All I asked is no advertisements go on there. Because if I see advertisements on there, I remove them. And then if you want to put videos like home videos or holiday videos or, you know, where you've done a walkabout video, if you want to put that on there, you can. And then as long as they're your own videos, but not business videos. I don't want business videos put on my George's Live video. And they're just home videos. And they're for people to enjoy what people have done. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they can look back on them. And that's why I put my videos on there that I do on Facebook. Some of them are on my main page. And there, you'd have to go on my main page and see them. But most of them, and there, that I've done, you'll probably find on George's Live video. I think you'll find that one from George's Live video, because I think I've done it on that one. The first one would have a name on it, like Holy Cross Church. The second one, I don't think it's got a name on it, because I just done it and started doing a live feed straight off with no name. Will they? Oh, poor old Brian. You're more than welcome, Tina. You're more than welcome to watch my videos. And they're there. You'll find that most of my videos that I do are no fancy backgrounds. And they're just straightforward videos. And sometimes there's no particular subject, just to say hello, see how people are getting on. And if you browse from some of them about my stones, I did a video on a church up at over at Pitsey Way, called St Michael's Church, over by the station. Yeah, I did about 4, 5 videos on that, because I went to certain parts of the areas on it. You're welcome, Charlotte. No problem, hon. You have a good time. Say a prayer for me. Mind you, talking about seeing strange things. I can remember another thing that I saw when I was, how old was I? I must have been in my teens. And what it was, I was laying down on my bed and I was looking towards, like, like the doorway. And at this particular time, it weren't here, and obviously, because I've not been here that long. And I'm going back years. I was in my teens. I was in my early teens. And what it was, I was laying on my bed, and just in the doorway of my bedroom door was open, and I was upstairs. Like I said, I was laying on my bed, and I see this mist forming in my doorway, and it was forming the outlining of a person, sort of thing. Where you got the head, then the shoulders, then the arms, and then like so on the body and the legs. And it was hollow in the middle, but like you had a mist sort of flaring on the outside, and then you had the line where you can see it's a former person. This is around about when I realised that I had, at first I thought there was something wrong with me. I was different. I was always different for some reason. And I see this mist forming, and then the inside was starting to mist up, and it's already formed the outline of a person, and the inside was misting up, and it was forming. I don't know whether it was going to form into a person and show me who it was, but at that particular time, I realised that it was a spiritual being, and or it was spiritual, and it was forming into a spiritual being. And at that particular time, but just as it was forming, all the middle, like, so you can just about see like a slightly ghostly effect face, and the body was starting to form. And I couldn't make out what the face was, but and then all of a sudden, my mum called up and said dinner was ready, and it sort of disappeared. But it was forming in front of me, and that was one of my first experiences of seeing a spiritual being. And yeah, I've had, I don't know, after that, I've seen spiritual ghosts, I've seen people walking, I've seen people walk through bushes and, like, disappeared into the bush. And I'm not talking about just your average bush where there's a gap in between. And this was a bush that was all entwined. And a complete bush. And they literally walked through it. There's that's a story in itself, trust me. And but like I said, that's what I was saying earlier. If I read my life story, it would be stories within stories. Sorry, I've got an aching shoulder or its neck. Yeah, it'd be stories within stories, because my life, I'm full of mysteries. Well, oh, we've been on here over 2 hours. Since I've got 12 people on here, I've got 15 thumbs up. 12 people. So, I know there's only been a couple talking. We've got Wendy, we've got Sue, we've got Kim, we've got Glennis, I'm sure that, yeah, it was Glennis. And Rita. So we've got Sue, Charlotte, Glennis, Rita, Kim. There's 5 people. And yeah, I've got 13 people. Oh, 14 people now. Well, it must have been interesting tonight. I'll tell you what, I'd love that, you know, the viewers to go up to the hundreds, but like, I ain't that lucky, I suppose. And then, I mean, while I'm on live, not after my life, I mean, it does. I mean, like, loads of people view it after my life, when I finished it, but I don't get that far up. And yet, I watch someone that does ghost stories, and it plays them, and then comments on them, and they get them by the thousands. But I'm not like worried whether I get thousands or hundreds. I'm happy with what I do get, because I know they're regulars and they love coming onto my live feeds when I do them. And yeah, that makes me happy. So I'm not fussed. But I do like watching the thumbs go up though. So don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't know. Well, looks like we got our happy lot. So, No. Really? Why buy them? I don't want to buy them. And then, no, I don't want to buy subscribers. And then, I'd rather they, like, if they subscribe if they want. And then, to me, I mean, like, I'm quite happy. I mean, what? I've got about 200 odd subscribers. And you know what it probably is? Because I haven't subscribed to a lot of other channels. And that's probably why. And you know, just to get myself out there. I've subscribed to a few of them. And because I like watching some of these ghost ones. And to find out whether they're real or whether they're fake. Because there are a lot of fake ones out there. Yeah. No, I can't see. No, not me. It's not me. If I have to buy them, then they're not genuine subscribers. That's how I see it. If I have to buy them. And no, I see genuine subscribers as people that want to subscribe of their own free will. And because they want to do it, not because they've been paid to do it. I couldn't do that. But there you go. And mind you, I suppose that's good. I mean, if you do a business, if you're doing a business on YouTube, then like a lot of people buy subscribers to help the business and that progress. But like, yeah, I think I would. And I mean, look what I've got on here. I've got a load of lovely people that are genuine and they enjoy chatting, they say hello to everybody, they got respect, and that's how I like to see it. I was a bit puzzled the other day now who this nobody was. And because I had someone that came on my YouTube the other day, I think it's yesterday, and they come on once before on one of my lives, and they classed themselves as nobody. And I said to them, I can't call you nobody, because you've got to be somebody. Then I went to check it out, who this nobody was, and apparently it's a song, a singer. Well, no, it's a song. It's not a singer. It's not a person, as far as I can make out. So, whoever it was, took the thing from a song. Yeah, I mean, I think it's good to buy subscribers if you're doing a business, if you're doing a YouTube business and you're trying to advertise a business online through live feeds and or through videos, then it's worth buying subscribers, because like when you have untold subscribers and it makes your business look good, and so that's why people buy subscribers, as far as I know. But then I see if they can't come on to mine, because I'm not running a business, but if people want to come onto mine naturally and subscribe of their own free will, then they're more than welcome, as long as they respect me and my other subscribers and my channel. As long as they respect my channel, I don't mind. Oh, by the way, I've got my new glasses. These are my reading glasses. And these ones are my distant glasses, where I can just look around everywhere else. I can still read if I look a bit closer. I don't know why, because this is supposed to be my distant ones. But I can see clearer further away, but then I can see clear further away with my eyesight anyway, because I'm sort of, I'm long-sighted, so that's why I have to wear stronger glasses to read with, and even then I have to get closer. What's going on here? That's too big. Trying to figure out how I put the glasses in earlier on. Thank you. Yeah, I like these ones. And I don't really like the plastic frame ones, because they break on me too easy. So I got the like a tinted bronzy type. They're like a bronzy colour. Yeah, that's true. I know. Yeah, I mean, but like, I do understand it. Like, you know, if you're a salesperson, or you're selling something, and you want to pick your business up on through YouTube and that, then yeah, if you buy subscribers, the more subscribers you got that you bought, it's more interest it brings with other people in. And you know, makes them watch about your product, which is good. It's good for, like as I said, buying subscribers is good for a business, but like if you're not doing a business and you're doing general life feeds like I do, then like basically that's probably why I don't get loads and loads of viewers, but then I get people viewing after I've done my videos. I mean, some of mine ones go to threes, 400s, some are in the 500s. But then that could be the same person viewing the video over and over a few times. You know what I mean? Because it calculates each time a person is viewing. So, like, all the people I've got in here at the moment, and I've got what? At the moment, I've got 13 people. And they're not as many as some people get, but like, I ain't worried about it because, like, that's me. And I've got people that do view me on a regular basis, which is what I call loyal followers. And I've got new people that join me most times, and which makes it more interesting. I mean, like, I can go on some of my groups that I'm on, and I can say, "Good morning, all you lovely people." And do you know what? I get views on them things on other groups. I get views on them, and like sometimes they go over the hundreds, and that's just saying good morning to people. But then that's me because I'm naturally nice. Are you going, Rita? Yeah. Be honest, I can never find the right sort of glasses. I mean, a lot of people say, yeah, they're nice, they suit me and whatnot, but I can never always find the right sort of glasses that I think that are right for me. I mean, like, I picked these ones. Be honest, I'm not sure whether they're a bit wide for my face and a bit short on the top here, but I won't wear round ones because I don't think like Harry Potter's ones would look good on me. But yeah, I mean, I've got sunglasses here somewhere that looked quite good on me. Maybe look a bit cool. Yeah, alright. Oh, I'm off, people. Night, night. Yeah, night, Windy. You take care, hun. Pleasant dreams. And, Rita said night. Night, Windy. Charlotte said night. Yeah, I bet night to me. See you later, Win. Pleasant dreams. Oh, you going? An ordering, Rita. Alright, pleasant dreams, hun. Yeah, because it is getting quite late now, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. I don't see a Night George. Oi, Wendy, where's the Night George? Hmm? Hmm? Nope, still can't see it. Oh well, never mind. Pleasant dreams, son. Have a good night's sleep. Oh, you going, Rita? Night, hon. Pleasant dreams. Anyway, we're going to be bringing this live feed to an end anyway. I mean, we've been on here, what, nearly 2.5 hours. No, I think Wendy's gone. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, she said night to Rita and night to Char. Yeah, she said it back up. She put, I'm off, people. Night, night. And that's when everybody started saying goodnight to her. Yeah, good night, Tina. You take care, man. Yeah, I'm normally on around about, normally, after 10 o'clock, between 10 and 11, because where I work, I work till 10 o'clock. So sometimes I try and get on before 11. But today's my day off, and yesterday's my day off. I'm working tomorrow. I'm working on Father's Day. Terrible, isn't it? But some of us got to do it. Oh, right. Yeah, probably that might be why you didn't see it. Yeah, I was listening to that earlier. You know what? I can't see any right now. Give me a sec. No, it looks dry outside. Looks dry outside. We did have a little bit of rain around about 8 o'clock. My Alexa turned around and said it was going to rain around about 8. But we had a bit of a drizzle, I think, around about that time, but nothing major. I'm sure I had some, cloudbursts earlier, about an hour or so ago. But I'm going to give it to till I get to 2.5 hours. I'm on 2 hours and 27 now. So I'm going to give it another 3 minutes, and then I'm going to be coming off my life. And so that'll be like 3 minutes past midnight, roughly. Well, so I take it everybody's enjoyed tonight's live feed. You've learned a bit about me. And things that I've done and things that I'm capable of doing. You haven't learned a lot, but you've learned a few things. Well, one thing everybody knows about me is I'm nice-natured. And that's one thing that's genuine about me. I like to be nice to everybody. Because that's me. I'm generally nice to everybody anyway. Yep, that's true. That's my saying, and I always stick by it. Yeah, that's what I thought. We were meant to have a storm. I don't know. Apparently we're going to have rain up to Wednesday, according to my Alexa. But Thursday it's going to be cloudy, but it's going to be dry. Thank Christ, because I'm going out. Well, we're going out on Thursday. So, yeah. So, no work on Thursday for me. And that because we're going to London Eye. Aye. We're going to the London Eye. Yeah, that's right, Kim. Sorry, I just read that again, and yeah, what you see is what you get. Well, this way you know there's nothing fake about us. I don't know. Could ask Alexa. Have you got Alexa? Kim, sorry. Oh, I said I was going to get closed down at 2:31. 2:30. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Now 2:31. Yeah, just asked it what the weather's going to be like in your area. And it will tell you. Well, anyway, all you lovely people, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all for coming on to my live feed tonight and chatting and listening and being very understanding. And yeah, I've enjoyed every moment of it. Hope you've all enjoyed every moment of it. And till next time, this is your friend George. Night night. We're out of here. Night, Charlotte. Night, Kim. Thank you, Kim. Yeah, night, night, all. This is your friend George. We're out of here. Bye, all.